Hello, my name is Mary Grace, and I'll be doing my presentation on nectarines. So, nectarines, first off, is basically like a peach. It's just a different variety of a peach. So, the only difference is that the outside of like the skin of the fruit is smooth, unlike a peach, which has kind of like a fuzzy texture. But other than that, it's basically like a peach. So, different varieties that are sold in the United States, we have Flavor Top, Fantasia, Independence, Candy Sprinkles, and White. Within these varieties, they are mainly grown in the US, Spain, Italy, and Greece. And the reason being that they are grown in these regions is because there is a certain climate that nectarines like to grow in. And so that climate is usually one that has really hot and dry summers um, mixed with a wet, mild winter. They also like to grow in a low altitude and in fertile soil that is drained with plenty of sunlight. And so those places that has that climate is usually the US, Spain, Italy, and Greece. And then the season for nectarines is usually mid to late summer within that hot, dry season. So the nutritional profile for one medium nectarine has about 62 calories with 1.5 grams of protein, half a gram of fat, 15 grams of carbs, 2.4 grams of fiber, and 11.2 grams of sugar. So within those nutritional values, they are great sources in a few certain things. The first thing is potassium, with about 6% of your daily value of potassium within one nectarine. It has beta carotene, magnesium, phosphorus. For vitamin B3 has about 10% of the daily value. For vitamin C, about 8.5% of the daily value. And copper, about 13.6% of the daily value. With also some vitamin A. So lots of just good nutrients in just one small nectarine. So within those nutrients, a few health benefits or fun facts about them. So because the nectarine is rich in vitamin C, if you eat it with some iron-rich food, then the vitamin C in the nectarine will help aid in a higher absorption of the iron being consumed. And so when you pair them together, you absorb the iron better. And so iron and absorbing a correct amount of iron reduces the risk of anemia. Nectarines are also really high in antioxidants, one of those being vitamin C. So antioxidants is great for your whole body and for your general health, including just the immune system and fighting diseases. Nectarines are also full of copper, and copper is known to stimulate cell growth within the dermis layer of the skin. And so because of this, this can help protect the skin from the UV rays from the sun. It can protect the skin from other bacterial substances or just the outside environment, help in continued growth of the cells, so healing, and also just for a better appearance of healthy skin. Also, because of the low calories and fat content within nectarines, they can be a great food for weight loss because you'll get all the nutrients, you'll be full, but also for a small amount of calories. So to store nectarines, you can buy them unripe, and you can just store them on the counter in room temperature until they become ripe, soft, and fragrant. If you buy them ripe, you can store them in the fridge for about 5 days. But if you want to prolong the time that they're good, you can pit them, slice them, and seal them in an airtight container and put them in the freezer for about 6 months. To prepare a basic nectarine, you need to wash the outside, wash it completely. Then you can slice with a knife around the center, around that center pit that's hard, kind of like an avocado. And then you can just remove the pit from the center and then you can prepare it. Ways that you can eat nectarines are plenty of different ways. As a fruit, you can slice it and eat it plain. You can put some honey on it and eat it with some honey. You can put it on some yogurt, on a salad, but you can also grill them. And so if you go ahead and prepare the nectarine and then brush a mixture of balsamic vinegar, honey, and cinnamon onto the nectarine. You can go ahead and put it on a grill on about medium heat with the flesh side down and cook it until it's soft for just a small treat. So nectarines are usually around $2.99 per pound, but the organic version is usually about $4.99 per pound. The cheapest variety that I could find was about a yellow nectarine, and the most expensive was an organic white nectarine. And when we just talked about organic, nectarines are on the Dirty Dozen list. They are lower on the list, but they are on the list. And so it's important that if we can at all buy the organic variety to do so, and then to make sure we are washing our fruit as best as we can, because it is on the Dirty Dozen list. And then here are all my resources for this presentation. Thank you.